Well, it's good to see you again, Jose. So, I just want to recap our session from last week. We talked a little bit about the liver condition that you've had, your liver surgery, and kind of some housing issues. I know you're currently homeless, and that's definitely something you were concerned about, and as well as the relationship with your children, the estranged relationship. So, can you tell me anything that's gone on a little bit in this past week?
Well, nothing has really changed. I have nowhere to stay. Still, obviously, not communicating with my family and my sons. Nothing's really changed. I did drink last week. I might have drank a little too much, but it's really the only thing that helps me get through my day.
Right.
So, but I don't know what to do. I have nowhere to live, so why not just drink? If I have nothing good for me right now, I don't know what else to do.
Right. I know that you had talked a little bit last week about maybe reducing your alcohol consumption. So
I would like to reduce my alcohol consumption, but I don't really know how. I mean, I know it's not good for me, and I know I just had this surgery, and the doctors told me I need to cut back, but I don't know what to do.
Right. You're feeling a little bit bewildered and kind of like lost about what the next step is going to be.
I know what's right for me, but then again, I don't.
On the one hand, alcohol is something that can do harm, but on the other hand, it's something you really enjoy.
It kind of takes me out of this world a little bit, you know, kind of calms me.
Sure. Well, what are some other ways that you can calm yourself besides alcohol?
Well, when I'm not drinking alcohol, sometimes I just like to I like to read a lot. I like to just go to the library and sit. It's a peaceful place, and I just read. But I'm also always by myself, so reading kind of gives me something to do. It takes my mind off of everything.
Right.
But then when I'm not reading, I want to drink.
Sure.
So, but I do like going to the library.
That's really good. That sounds like a really good positive way to kind of reduce stress and spend your time. Have you been experiencing anything regarding your liver and liver issues or anything like that?
I am in some pain sometimes. Obviously, I had the one prescription for the medication I need afterwards, but I also don't have a lot of money for further prescription or medical care. The drinking, I drink, so it hurts a lot sometimes. Sometimes I get sick, but that's really...
How do you think, just long term, that the drinking will affect your liver condition and the surgery you had?
I mean, the doctors tell me if I don't stop, I'll die.
Right.
If I don't take care of myself, I'm going to die. And I do believe that eventually I will die, but that's not today. You know, that's in the future, and I don't know. I want to stop. I just don't know if I can.
It sounds like you realize it's a very serious situation.
I understand it's serious. The doctor told me a million times that it's serious and that I will die. But it's harder than just telling me to do something.
Right.
Because he's not the person with the problem.
What are some steps you think that could be taken? I know that maybe reducing alcohol consumption might not have worked this week. Can you think of any other possible solutions?
To stop my drinking, or maybe reduce it to the point of not drinking, because I don't think I could just stop. I know I'm drinking maybe 15 beers a day, maybe some liquor as well. Maybe I can reduce that to maybe a 12-pack maybe instead, or maybe lay off some of the liquor instead.
Okay. So stopping it's still not something that's an option, but you would consider maybe trying to reduce your drinking again.
I don't think I could just stop.
Sure.
But I would like to eventually get to the point where I'm down to maybe 5 a day, and then keep going, keep trying, and maybe I'm down to 1 a day. I would eventually like to stop, but I know as of right now that is not possible.
So in the future you would like to not drink, but right now you're just not really ready to. What are some obstacles you could see that might get in the way of you reducing what you drink?
Being lonely.
Okay.
I think that's the biggest obstacle, not having anyone to talk to. You know, my wife, she recently passed. Well, she passed 20 years ago, not recently. And then my 2 kids, they don't live near me and they don't talk to me because of my drinking problem.
Okay.
But I'm alone, so I have nothing else to do.
Mm-hmm.
And I can go to the library and I can sit there and read, but when the library closes, I don't even have a place to go to sleep. So it's just so much stress.
Right. It sounds very stressful.
Mm-hmm.
And it sounds like loneliness is a big issue that you struggle with.
Mm-hmm.
Can you tell me more about your children and kind of what the situation is there?
Mm-hmm. Well, I have 2 sons.
Right.
One's in their 20s and one's in their 30s. And we used to be close. When their mother was alive, we were all close. But then, you know, when their mother was alive, I did drink. But when she passed, I started drinking even more and more because I lost my wife. She was my best friend. And then my kids just could not stand to see me destroy myself. And they said if I didn't get help, that they were done. They were over and they were never going to talk to me again. And I think about that every day, but I can't stop.
Mm-hmm.
I want to for them. I want to connect as a family again,
Mm-hmm.
especially because I don't have my wife anymore.
Do you think that they would be open to reconnecting with you if you let them know that you had reduced your alcohol consumption?
I'd hope so. I'd like to think so, but I
Mm-hmm.
have no idea. I haven't talked to them in so long.
Mm-hmm. Do you think maybe you could try to reach out to them?
I would like to reach out to them. I'm scared. I don't know what to say.
Sure.
Because they don't even know that I just had liver surgery. They don't know that I've been in the hospital.
Right.
So what are they going to think? They're going to
Right.
think my drinking has gotten worse, right?
Mm-hmm. You're worried that your children are going to be even more upset
Mm-hmm.
once they find out about your surgery.
Especially because I didn't tell them.
Sure.
You know, I didn't know if I should tell them, though.
Mm-hmm. That sounds like that was a lot of pressure for you
Mm-hmm.
to kind of go through all that alone.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a lot of pressure trying to take care of myself after a major
Mhm.
surgery like that, too.
Sure. I have a couple ideas
Mhm.
of some things that have worked for other individuals in your situation. Would you be interested in learning about those?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't know if they'll work for me, but I would definitely be interested in giving some ideas so
Sure.
I can maybe do some things that fit into
Mhm.
my life and what I'm going through.
Sure. Well, other people in your situation have found Alcoholics Anonymous helpful.
Where would I go for maybe a meeting? Is there plenty of
Right.
places, or could you give me some?
Absolutely.
If I'm not saying that I'm going to go,
Of
but
course.
maybe if I thought about it, if I was
Mhm.
lonely one day.
If there's something, if that's something that you're interested in, we can definitely give you lots of locations near where you are and near the TARP line that you could go and seek meetings all different times during the day. If that is something that you're interested in.
Maybe. I
Okay.
might be.
Okay. Well, let's talk a little bit more about your children, just kind of as we're winding down. Maybe, do you think there's how would you feel about trying to contact them this week?
A little nervous.
Okay.
I would like to, though. I guess
Mhm.
that's the first step I need to take,
Mhm.
because I want to talk to my children again.
Mm-hmm.
They're the only people I have left here.
Right.
So I would like to do that. I
Mm-hmm.
think I could do it. It's just working the nerves to
Sure.
pick up the phone.
It sounds like it's definitely something that your children are very important in your life.
Mm-hmm.
You just are a little bit hesitant.
I mean, it's been so long,
Sure.
and I just don't want them to be mad at me.
Of course, because you didn't let them know about your surgery.
Mm-hmm. And I am still drinking. I mean, I'm not.
Right.
I haven't completely stopped, but I
Mm-hmm.
would like to maybe let them know that I'm trying,
Mm-hmm.
because in the past I haven't tried. Once my wife died, I just kind of let go of everything. But
Sure.
maybe if I let them know that I'm trying, because I want to change.
Do you think that contacting them would have any benefit towards helping you lessen or even eliminate your alcohol consumption?
Because
You
I
think so?
think maybe if it was a positive phone call, that might make, help my ego a little bit, help me feel proud of what I'm doing. And even if it was a negative phone call, it might just help me see that I am taking a step. I'm doing something for me.
Sure.
So I'm doing it for my kids, but ultimately I'm doing it for me.
Right.
It's me. It's my life. So
Sure.
I think I can do it.
Okay. So maybe this next week, kind of as we're winding down, maybe this next week, you could try to make that contact with your children for you.
I will try.
And I can also give you those AA, those information on those AA meetings.
I would like to know of maybe some places that I could go.
Okay. So maybe we'll work on that, and then I'll see you next week.
Okay, that works. See you then.